A major announcement from the White House as the president announces sweeping gun control proposals. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Rochelle Metzger. Thank you for joining us tonight. President Barack Obama unveils a sweeping package of proposals aimed at reducing gun violence. The president made the announcement this afternoon, surrounded by parents of the students killed in Newtown, Connecticut, as well as children who have written him letters after the incident. His expansive gun control agenda includes a ban on military-style assault weapons, a limit on ammunition magazines, and universal background checks. Additionally, the president proposes more federal funding for gun violence research, school safety measures, and mental health programs. Prince George's Police Chief Mark McGaugh was at the White House for the press conference and spoke to CTV News after the event.
The things that the president rolled out today, certainly the vast majority of law enforcement across the country is supportive of all these proposals. And we believe that these sanctions or these new proposals will certainly reduce violent crime not only in the country but here.
President Obama also announced 23 executive actions that include a measure to crack down on gun trafficking and a modernized federal database system to track guns, criminals, and the mentally ill. His agenda is likely to face fierce resistance from Congress, especially in the Republican-controlled House. The president will also face opposition from the National Rifle Association. The large and moneyed gun rights organization is a powerful lobby on Capitol Hill. Its president, David Keene, says the group will fight any and all attempts to curtail the rights of gun owners. Locally, the Prince George's Trap and Skeet Center is a social spot for area sportsmen. Gun enthusiast Albert Hitt first started shooting when he was 5 years old. He says lawmakers should focus less on specific weapons and more on the mental state of the people using them.
It's what the individual does. It's not the gun. The gun requires human agency or interaction to do anything. I think they should teach safety to kids starting. Like I say, I went hunting when I was 5. I was drilled over and over in gun safety and always taught that life is precious.
The manager of the Trap and Skeet Center says the facility attracts dozens of sportsmen daily during the week and hundreds more on the weekends.
Meantime, one Maryland lawmaker reacts to the president's speech. Senator Nancy Jacobs says she's a member of the National Rifle Association and a strong believer in the Second Amendment.
The only people that are going to be affected by more gun control legislation are going to be law-abiding citizens who obey the law. None of the crimes that were committed with guns that were obtained legally. And that just goes to show you, it's the bad guys who don't obey the laws who are creating these heinous crimes. And they're not going to, just because somebody enacts a piece of gun control legislation, they're not going to suddenly say, oh, okay, I won't commit the crime with that gun now. They don't obtain their guns legally anyway.
Governor O'Malley and Maryland lawmakers are also considering a host of gun control proposals at the state level. Well, the governor unveils his budget for fiscal year 2014 during a press conference this afternoon in Annapolis. His top priority, creating new jobs.
The biggest economic downturn since the Great Depression, and yet the people of our state have continued to move forward. This is a jobs budget. In the capital investments alone, this budget will support 43,000 jobs throughout our state. And those jobs will be in school construction and other capital projects.
The general fund reductions are $271 million. We are able to save $73 million in Medicaid savings from going forward with the implementation of the Affordable Care Act. We're also able to save some funds in Medicaid as a result of the improving economy and enrollments declining. We will be receiving larger than expected federal bonus payments as a result of enrolling additional children and adults into the Medicaid and MCHIP programs. And then we're able to shift some of our costs to Medicaid by shifting Medicaid enrollees to Medicare.
Due to uncertainty with the federal budget, the governor is proposing an increase from 5% to 6% in the rainy day fund, as well as an increase in cash reserves.
There's a couple of things in here from a Prince George's perspective. We are phasing in over a 5-year period of time the updating of the net taxable income, and that formula, which had in the past somewhat shortchanged our neighbors in Prince George's County. And we also have the dollars in here, as we have in past years, for Prince George's County Hospital as we work towards a long-term solution that will bring to the people of Prince George's County the world-class public health system they deserve.
And noticeably absent in this budget is any mention of increasing tax revenue for the Transportation Fund. The governor hinted that may come at a later date. Fiscal year 2014 runs from July 1st, 2013 to June 30th, 2014.